What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Now, today we are in round 13 of my Champions League, and things, as we can see on the right-hand side there on the table, are very, very, very close, to say the least. 3 teams on 14, 2 teams on 12, and 3 teams on 10. 2 games left to go. Really could go either way. This game here, you'd have to say, the first one up we've got today, Snipers and the defending champs, the Wicket Takers CC. This almost for them. You know, you'd have to say it's like a knockout game. Whoever wins this, still has a chance to go through. Whoever loses it probably aren't going to make it through into the top 4. So enough chit-chat. Let's go and get things underway into this. It is a hugely massive game for both the Snipers and the Wicket Takers. As I said, it is basically going to determine, a loss here today is going to determine that you're going to be out of the top 4, pretty much, we will say. The Snipers have gone, they've got themselves off to a very, very good start. 50 on the board after the 10 overs. And both Lopakis and Henry putting on a nice wee partnership here. Good strike rates from both of them as well, heading around that 100. Lopakis does go and pick up a 50. I believe it was off 51 deliveries. But a very, very good partnership and a very good platform that they have set here today in this very important game. 50 for the captain, Henry, as well. He is striking again. Both these guys striking around 100 and putting a good platform on. But just as I say that, Peterson does go. He only makes 5 off 4. Hick has got Lopakis 72 off 82, so he's played a very good innings, Lopakis. He's had a very good tournament so far as well. And Allen has come in. He's picked up a double whammy. He's got Ori for a golden, and he gets Dale before that. And he's got Darcy for 6 as well. So he has really gone and changed this game around. Still, the Snipers looking like they are going to put a decent total on the board, and Henry has just gone and passed his 100. So the captain leading from the front. But Allen has really gone. He has really changed this game on his head. He's got another one. He's got 4 for 32 of his 6 overs so far. But saying that, the Snipers still have gone and put a very good total on the board. It is going to be 289 is what is being chased. Allen did his best to go and try and change things around in that game, tried to get the wicket takers back in it. But it does look as though we are playing on a decent pitch, because both these two guys have got off to a very good start as well. Barnes has just gone to Peterson, but he made 36 off 33, and Warner's in there as well. And this is going to be a big partnership for the wicket takers. Warner and Ellington, the captain and the wild card. Darcy gets them both in the matter of 1 over. He had 2 for 5 off his first one. Got Ellington first LBW for 9 off 18, and then Warner for 27 off 36. And it's going to be a big uphill effort here from the wicket takers to go and get to that. I believe it was 289, I did say just moments ago. But I just don't think the strike rate's there. I just don't think it is big enough. Dale's gone and picked up Romeo for 26 off 35. And it is just not looking promising at the moment for the wicket takers, unless they can have, someone out of Cameron, Hesselgreave and Cook really go and accelerate big time, which Hesselgreave is doing a little bit at the moment, striking at well over 100. Cameron has gone and picked up his 50. Hesselgreave has gone and picked it up as well. But saying that, I believe there is still 70 odd runs to get in the last 8 overs, and it is going to be probably too little too late for the wicket takers to go and pick up the victory here. Hesselgreave, he made a very good 63 off 50, but things just started to go pear-shaped towards the end for the wicket takers. As we can see, Darcy got Cook, then Court, and Vanderberg got Harrison Green. So 8 for 249 played, I believe it was 289. So the Snipers win by 40 runs, and as I said, that puts them on 12. It does give them still a shot of making it into the top 4. They are the first team to play this week. They are on 12, and I'm guessing if one of the Shredders or the Sledging Cyclones do win, they will go up above them there. Speaking of the Shredders, they take on the Vikings, who have recently made their way to the top of the table. You wouldn't have picked that, going back 4 or 5 rounds. You thought they may have been down towards the bottom. But again, a very, very important game, which all these games in the last 2 rounds are going to be. Basically, the 2 points now are very, very golden. They're almost worth 4 points, you would say, at the end of the day. Dahingar's gone for 27 off 24. He's gone to Illingworth, caught by Brown. And we do have the wild card and the captain. Remember, this didn't work out too well for either team in the first game, really. Henry did go and obviously put a good score on the board. He did get man of the match in the last game. I did forget to mention that there. But Wade has come in, and he has gone and got Kumar, I believe, first for 25 off 33, and then he's got Amlar as well for 36. Spearman went and got hasty. He didn't last very long. His innings was very hasty, 3 off 8, and then Connor has been run out for 13 off 13. So all of a sudden, the Shredders were looking good, but they have gone and struggled a little bit here. Roberts has brought himself into the attack, the captain, and he's got Dean. There's another one down, so 6 for 147 after 32 overs on the board for the Shredders, and they just need, I think if they can get a couple more here, the Vikings, basically this is going to secure them a place, you would say, in the top 4. They've gone, Roberts again, sorry, has gone and got Livingston. He's had a very good game so far, for 2 for 28 off his 7 overs so far. And Muscat's come in, the 1 over wonder, and he has picked up Bench Boy for 13 off 21. Illingworth's got Smith for 6 off 8. And, I mean, at least they've batted out their 50 overs. They've got 228 on the board. So at least they have given their bowlers something to bowl at. But the Vikings, they'll be looking to go and close out this game as early as possible. Work on that net run rate and obviously get those 2 points, which is going to not guarantee them a spot in the top 4, but it is going to make it almost certain that they will finish in the top 4 after next week. Brown has gone for 23 off 25. He's gone to Bench Boy. Ronke, the wild card, he's gone for 4 off 10. He had a good start to the tournament, but he has kind of shallowed off a little bit as we got into this back end, and the Vikings will be hoping in future that he can go and pick up where he started off at the start of the season. He was scoring runs. I think he scored a couple of hundreds possibly as well. Perkins gone for very well made, 44 off 67. He is LBW to Smith. And things are actually looking, you know, like this is going to be a fairly decent game because Smith's got another one. He's got another one as well. He's got Roberts for 37 and he's then got Muscat for 19. Livingston had Illingworth for 1 and there's Spearman for 5. And all of a sudden, 228 is looking a very, very good total here for the Shredders. Still a long, long way to go and only 3 wickets left in the bag for the Vikings. Make that 2 wickets left in the bag. Bench Boy has got another one. And all of a sudden, this game has just been changed completely on its head. Many thanks to Smith, who went and picked up those 3 very quick wickets. The game is still on. Clancy's gone, and he has got 67. Would you believe it? 5 needed off the last over. They can't get it. Whoever bowled the last over, I'm not sure who it was, but they managed to bowl out a maiden, managed to bowl the Shredders to a victory. So that is going to have huge implications on the ladder. What a game. I thought that the Vikings, I thought they were out of it. Then I thought once Clancy had obviously gone and passed his 50 and accelerated big time, there was only 5 that was needed off the last over, but it was a maiden that was bowled. I didn't quite catch who it was by, but what an absolute ripper of a game. Livingston man of the match, 44 off 56 and 2 for 31 with the ball. As we can see, that does make things very, very interesting. It knocks the Snipers out of 4th position, but they do still have a chance. The Sharks now taking on the Boundary Bashers, and again, this is kind of a must-win game for the Boundary Bashers to allow them to, well, it is a must-win game now because there is a team that is on 14 points. So, wicket takers are done and dusted. Their season is over. They'll just be playing for pride next week. But the Boundary Bashers need to pick up a win to stay in with an opportunity of picking up a top 4 place. The Sharks here, a win for them would see them skyrocket into 1st place to start, well, yeah, well, just after this game, obviously the Royal Hiney do still have to play and they could possibly go there. But it would almost, again, guarantee them a place in the top 4 as well. So, not the greatest of start from the Boundary Bashers. Kitchen Fitz has got McIntyre for 32. But after that, they have gone and really started to, what's the word I'm looking for? Just be solid. That's what we're going to say. We're not going to try and get out some big fancy word. Cook, he's going along nicely. 46 now off 57. And the wildcard de Villiers. Cook has actually just gone and passed his 50, but he wasn't there for very long. 50 off 61. Bowled by Leah. Then AB de Villiers as well went to Jay Pookie for 42 off 59. And we haven't really seen the full extent of the Sharks bowlers today. Just 4 have been used so far after 29 overs. So it'll be interesting to see what does go and happen after this. We still do have Tyson Bennett to come in. And Thomas picks up Bosbury for 20 off 40. And, you know, you don't want to say that this is in the bag, obviously, for the Sharks. Because we have seen teams that have struggled. I'm just going to get rid of this AVG thing up on my computer, which just continues to annoy me. But, you know, we have seen totals that haven't been, well, they have been fairly easy probably to defend. but have gone very, very close. Jones, he's done a very good job. He is 85 off 81 at the moment. And 250 is coming up. It has been passed in the 49th over. 251 is the total that is being chased. There was a wicket towards the end there, but I didn't quite catch who it was. So 251 anyway is the total that the Sharks need. The Boundary Bashers do need to defend that 251 to leave themselves a chance in the last round to go and pick themselves up a top 4 position. They've started off well. Rowe's got a couple. We've got Turnbull first for 26 off 24. He's then got Lickley. He's sent both openers back to the hut, 20 off 25. And now it really is up to the middle order to go and get the job done, which they haven't really done all season for the Sharks. Chiz has gone and got Russell for 29. Nathan Lowe has got he's got Earl for 26 off 28. And it really is going to be the all-rounders who are going to have to get the job done here today. And wildcard Josh Butler. We know how destructive he can be in real life. Hopefully he can see the Sharks through here today. We just need to go and just play through. The one good thing, Butler, you're killing me here. LBW for 40 off 47 to oh my goodness, to Berry. Then we have seen, I believe, Bennett go for 10 off 12. Then Chiz has got Thomas for 14 off 36. And as I said, that 251, it never really was, gonna be too safe. But the Boundary Bashers have gone and bowled very well in this innings here so far. It is going to be a very tight finish. Cliff's gone for 41 off 38 to Rowe, who's got another one. And, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is up with the close games here today? The Boundary Bashers win by 3 runs, keep their season alive. The Sharks, they lose by just 3 runs. Couldn't quite get it done there in the end. Jones man of the match. His 87 off 85 was very, very crucial in getting the Boundary Bashers up over that 250. And as we can see with that there, the Sharks do still stay in 3rd place. They are still going to stay in a top 4 position heading into round 13. But, man, anything could happen now. We have basically heading into the next round, depending on what happens here. If the Sledging Cyclones did beat the Royal Hiney, that is going to set things up very, very interestingly. But if the Royal Hiney can manage to go and pick up a victory here against the 7th place Cyclones, it is going to guarantee them a top 4 place with the results that have been. So the Cyclones, they don't necessarily need a win here, but a win would definitely go and help them. It would move them on to 14, and I think that would leave 5 teams on 14 points, possibly heading into the final round. I can't quite remember, but the Cyclones, they are going to need a good total on the board, and they have got off to, I would say, a fairly slow start, but a solid start. There was about 45 on the board after 10 overs, and, you know, if they can do this, which they are doing, they do have batting that does bat deep, so they can go and launch a bit of a counter-attack, shall we say, towards the back end of the inning. Smith, he's gone and past 50, and he's moving along quite nicely. Harper's doing the same, but the 100-run partnership has come up, and the Royal Hiney, they do look a little bit stumped at the moment. Harper goes and passes his 50, but then is bowled by Wright, caught by McCullum. And Wright has gone and got another one. So he has got 2. He has been the guy that has been keeping it together so far for the Royal Hiney. And Smith, he's the guy who's been keeping it together for the the Sledging Cyclones. Went to go and merge the 2 team names there. He's 84 off 109. But hasn't really had the support from the other guys. He has just gone and passed his 100. 101 now on the board. And he is really leading the Sledging Cyclone side to a very defendable total. Ray, he was gone bowled to Taylor. 24 off 17. Played a very good innings. Very quick innings. Which was, it was what was needed at the back end. And he has gone 121 off 142. And I believe 280 is the total that the Royal Hiney are chasing. Remember, this is a huge, huge game. And don't believe anything you see, because we have seen today teams absolutely cruising towards the totals who have gone and lost, and teams who just didn't look like winning at all have gone and pulled it out of their hat somehow. Frost, he's gone for 20 off 28, LBW by Nadeem, and as I said, 200, I think it's 200 and crap, I can't even remember, 280, 250, I can't remember. The games just seem to be all just one blur at the moment. There is so much excitement going on about this league at the moment. McCullum, he's gone and picked up a 50, and Spriggs, he's hanging around nicely too, striking at well over 100, and he's gone and passed his 52. So, Royal Hiney are making this chase look very, very comfortable going into, you know, the back half of the innings. the captain has gone. He's gone for 65 off 64, but he has done his bit to Harden. Harden gets his first wicket for the day. But this is looking as though it is going to be a fairly comfortable walk in the park for the Royal Hiney. But we have said that, as I said earlier in this episode, and things have changed majorly. Crook's gone for 21, bowled by Smith, caught Harper. But I think it was only 250 that was being chased. I think. So they should get there quite comfortably then. Harden gets his second. McCullum 129 off 132. What a time to stand up, and it must be more than the 250, as I said. Are you kidding me? These have had to have been probably 4 of the closest games we have seen all season. The Royal Hiney get up there by 3 runs. They get up there with no balls left to spare. McCullum, man of the match, obviously, 129 off 132. Now that we have seen all 4 games, we are going to go and have a look at the table and see how things are panning out. So as we said earlier, the wicket takers, unfortunately, this season is done and dusted. They can only get a maximum of 2 points in their next game, which would not be enough to get up inside that top 4. The Royal Hiney, however, they have basically secured their place well, not at the top of the table, but in the top 4, because with the Snipers, the Boundary Bashers, and the Sledging Cyclones all being on 12 points, they can only move to 14, so they cannot catch the Royal Hiney. But going into the final round, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams looking to fit into 3 places. That is not going to happen, so it is going to be very interesting when we come to next weekend. Anyway, guys, I'm going to finish things up here. Do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter links that can be found down below in the description. Hope you guys had an awesome weekend so far. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. I've got more Don Bradman, my career, coming your guys' way. Make sure you do not miss that.